Hello and welcome to part 2 of how to solve a Rubik's Cube in 30 seconds. If you are just getting this video for the first time and you haven't watched part 1, I really suggest you go back and watch part 1 because this is a continuation on a very specific method on how to solve the Rubik's Cube differently than most people solve the Rubik's Cube. And I've explained that in the first section, but most people solve the Rubik's Cube by doing the top layer first, the middle layer second, and the bottom layer third. This is a different method. I call this the X's and O's method, and that is I solve the corners first and I solve the edges second. The reason I do that is because it's a much faster way to solve a Rubik's Cube. You can't solve a Rubik's Cube in 30 seconds or less doing the top row, middle row, bottom row, because the way I'm teaching you has fewer turns, therefore you can move faster. I was ranked second in Rubik's Cube solving back when I was a child in the early 80s, and now as a grown-up I've learned even more, I'm even faster, and I'm going to show you how to solve this Rubik's Cube. In part 1 I taught you the simple basics and explained that in the X's and O's method that I call it, we are doing the top 4 corners, which we've done in the previous one, and you can see what we've done is we've put all 4 corners on the top in place. We've created an X on the top, and each of these pieces match the center. If you're not exactly sure what I mean by that, then you need to go back and watch part 1. In this part, part 2, we are going to very quickly, in 2 sets of moves, put the corners on the bottom. That will create a yellow X on the bottom, as well as ultimately an X on every side of this cube. At that point, we will have solved all of the corners of this cube. Okay, so the next step here is also, much like the first step where I said before you actually start, the real true key thing is to really study the cube and to know which side to start on. We've made our decision that we were able to put an X very quickly with the white. Now, that means that we have to do the bottom, so we don't have much choice on what side to do next. We have to do the opposite side of the side you started. In this case, it's yellow because the center is yellow. So, what we need to do, and this is going to take practice, is you need to very quickly look at the 4 corners and assess which ones are right and which ones are wrong. In this particular case, and just as a familiar reminder, you assess it by looking at the 3 middles. In this case, there's a orange, yellow, blue, and seeing not necessarily if they're turned in the right place. I don't need the yellow on the yellow yet. I just need to know, is this in the right place, or is this needing to be here, here, or here? In this case, this is in the wrong place. This is yellow, green, red. Obviously, this is in the wrong place. And if you look over here, I can see we have a yellow, blue, red. This is a yellow, blue, orange. That's in the wrong place. Yellow, obviously, this is in the wrong place too. So basically, in this particular case, all 4 are in the right place. Well, here's what I want to tell you, and this is a secret that people don't know. No matter what you do, when you solve the 4 top, you have automatically put 2 of these 4 in the right place. So even though right now all 4 of them are in the wrong place, by turning this cube, I'm going to have at least 2 of them in the right place. And once I've done that, once I've figured out which 2 are in the right place, obviously 2 will be in the wrong place, and those 2 will need to be switched. You either will have 2 in the right place like this, in which case you'll have to swap these 2, or you'll have 2 in the right place like this, in which case you'll have to swap these 2. Either way, there is a very quick move that swaps the 2 either this way or this way. You just need to figure out which one you need to do, which move you need to do, and I'm going to show you how to do it. And that will put them in the right place. Now, this is a 2-step process, because the second step, after you've put the pieces in the right place, is another move that's a very short move, 6 or 7 moves, that actually then will turn them so they all make an X. And this doesn't matter if there's 1 in place, 2 in place, or 2 in place this way, or none in place. It will put them all in place. And that's really important, because you have to be able to make assessments very quickly while you're turning the cube and finishing your other moves and move right to it. Again, this is not to solve a Rubik's Cube in a minute. This is to solve a Rubik's Cube in 30 seconds. Okay, so by turning the cube and finding the two sides that always match takes a little bit of practice. Now I can tell you that since an orange is there and I see an orange and an orange, these two, there's no way oranges are going to be side by side. I see a green and a green, but the green's on that side. We could put them there, and so I see, but I can see that the orange is here and the orange is supposed to be there. Actually, we've actually figured it out. I'm sorry, well, even while I'm talking. Now, by me turning that cube, I've seen the yellow and the red and the blue is right, and the yellow, blue, and the orange is right. So this piece is correct. It just needs to be turned, but it's correct. And then the two remaining pieces are on the opposite side. They're both green, which is green. They're both yellow, which is yellow, but this orange here doesn't match that red, and this red obviously needs to go over there. So we know that these two corners are correct, but these two corners are not correct. Okay? So what we're going to do is a move to flop these two. You're going to take the two that are not correct, and you're going to put it, and this is just to sort of teach you the move. You'll be able to figure it out on your own later. But you're going to take them, and you're going to put them on the bottom, and you're going to put them away from you. So just to be sure, these are the two that were correct. These were the two that needed to be flopped. You're going to turn the cube away from you, and to make sure the side you put the X on is here on the top. One twist down, one twist over, one twist up, one twist over, one twist down, two twists over, and one twist up. If you want, I can give you that again, but just look for it in my section below. And look what we've done. We've actually now put every side in the right position. Now, in this case, there's two here that are already right. But we have yellow, blue, orange, yellow, blue, green, yellow, green, red, but it's actually not turned correctly, and yellow, blue, red in the right position, but not turned correctly. Now, we still have our white that we started, and now we have the four pieces in the right position on the top. What we need to do is we need to now put an X on this side by turning these two so that the yellows are facing the yellow. That will ultimately put the green here, create an X. It'll put the reds there, create an X. It'll put the blue here, create the X. This one already has the X. Now, this is the end of part 2. When you go on to part 3, I'm going to show you how to do that. If you need questions on the one move I just gave you, which was very simple, just email me, leave me a comment, or read below for more detail. That one simple move that was 7 moves long, combined with the 5 moves I did in step 1, literally puts us about 11 or 12 moves in, and we're almost at an X at either side. If you're trying to solve this Rubik's Cube in 30 seconds or less, you need to be able to have X's on every side in less than about 10 seconds. So what we've done so far, combined with the next part, should all be about 10 seconds long. Subscribe, check out part 3. Thank you for watching.